welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. We are here today looking at game number 1 between the Sin City Cyndaquils and the Heavenly Heatrans. Cyndaquils, of course, starting off with their Durant, a very dangerous Pokemon out there. That Durant attack stat is very dangerous. It's going to start things off with a shift gear. Going to go ahead and raise its speed and attack. That is not looking too good. The Heatrans are going to have to do something to counteract that. Mantine starts with a Thunder Fang. That's not going to do a lot, and yeah, Durant takes that attack with ease. The Heatrans have to come up with a plan. You know, fire type moves is the best thing to use against this steel type bug Pokemon. There goes a stab lunge. It will be resisted though, but oh my gosh, it does way more damage than I would have expected. Mantine is below half its health after a resisted lunge coming from the Durant. There goes a stab Scald, and it returns the favor. Durant in the yellow right now. They are going at it, folks, and these two teams were about mid-tier throughout the season, but they're trying to make their way to the championship match. They'll see if they can. The Cyndaquil seems to be just a bit better than the Heatrans throughout the season. We'll see if the Heatrans can show them up in this battle. Perish count is down on the field. We have to keep that in mind. We'll see if that helps or hurts the Cyndaquils here. There goes the Fury Cutters, another stab bug type move, but it's not going to land. Unfortunate for the Cyndaquils there. And the Draining Kiss from the Mantine, that's not going to be very effective. And, oh, but it still does more than I would expect. Durant in the danger zone right now. The Perish count might actually come in handy for them. If Durant faints, that will guarantee the Mantine goes down. Here comes Durant once again. He uses Stone Edge. That's going to be super effective. Great move, and it takes out the Mantine in one shot. It was a crit. Oh my goodness. Great move by the Cyndaquils right there, taking out the Mantine. But that Perish count is still in effect. Unfortunately, it will knock out that Durant, so they only get one turn to fight off this Darmanitan coming from the Heatrans right here. Durant is faster, probably because of that shift gear. There goes the Body Slam. Did get a boost in attack as well. Oh my goodness, Durant said I only need one turn, and it leaves Darmanitan at about a quarter of its health. But there goes the Reflect type. Darmanitan going to be a Steel type now as Durant falls to its own Perish count. Good move by the Cyndaquils there. They definitely did a lot of damage to the Heatrans right there. Darmanitan is going to have to do something drastic. It does have a typing advantage against this Ferrothorn. We'll see if it can make use of it. There goes the Leech Life. That is going to be a neutral move. Does a decent amount of damage though, maybe about a third. And Darmanitan doesn't quite move back up to half, but it does get some health back. Unfortunately, it's counteracted by the Iron Barbs. Got to keep that in mind when you're facing this Ferrothorn here. It was a normal type Weather Ball. Oh, and we got to remember, Darmanitan is a Steel type now, so it will be not very effective. So Darmanitan did get to take that Weather Ball and now go down to it. Here comes a U-turn, another neutral bug type move. Does a bit of damage, but there goes the Iron Barbs again. Darmanitan getting him ever closer to fainting here. It will switch out. I don't know how useful it will be when it comes back out onto the field, but the Heatrans are now going to go ahead and use their Reuniclus, and that's probably going to be their last hope. It has to get past this Ferrothorn, which has taken a bit of damage, but also the last Pokemon on the Cyndaquils. There goes the Reflect. Ferrothorn gonna raise its defenses up. Not a bad idea. We'll see what Reuniclus has in store for it next. It's gonna go first. Here it goes with the Dynamic Punch. It misses. That actually would have damaged the Reuniclus, so I think the Heatrans should be happy that missed. There goes the Force Palm. That will be resisted. And yes, it does basically nothing. Here we go, Reuniclus. Back on the attack, uses an Iron Tail. That misses as well. Reuniclus can't seem to land a hit here. Oh, there goes the Guillotine. Well, it actually lands. Oh my goodness, the one-hit KO. Reuniclus goes down. And that has turned the tide of the battle completely. Cyndaquils were on top already, but now there is basically no hope for the Heatrans. They have their Darmanitan left, but it has just a sliver of HP. Can they turn it around? We've seen it before, but it's next to impossible. Let's see if Darmanitan can do it. What will it do in the next turn? It's going to start things off. Has to avoid physical attacks because the Iron Bars will hurt it. Oh, Imprison. That actually is one of the best moves they could do. However, I think they would need to heal because the struggle itself might knock out the Darmanitan. There goes the struggle, and yes, it does. Darmanitan goes down, and that is going to be it. It looks like, yes, the Cyndaquils come away with the win. They win game number 1 against the Heatrans. Heatrans may have another chance in game 2 to even the score, so we'll catch that later. Next match is going to be the Shadow Squad versus the Jazz Cats. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button so that you can catch all of the Metronome Madness playoffs. I will see you next time.